She's an athlete, fitness expert, and she's an author now. This is Jenn Zerling here with some simple ideas to help you have a healthier lifestyle.
But this is such a huge thing, I always tell people, diet is 90% of the game, and a lot of times they don't realize sometimes that they're eating for all these other reasons.
Right. And a lot of it's all habitual. A lot of people in general, like they've been doing this their whole lives, and over the course of time, now they're at a point where their doctor's saying, hey, you better lose weight or you're gonna die. So I'm finding a lot of times when people find a structure throughout the course of the day of eating small frequent meals, for example, most people don't do that because they're too busy.
Right, busy. The biggest complaint. All right, now you have a book. It's called Breaking the Chains of Obesity, 107 Tools.
Yes.
107 is a lot of tools. What's the idea behind that book?
I just kept writing and
Right,
writing.
I'm like 107, not 100, not 110, 107. I love that.
Isn't 7 a lucky number?
I think it is.
107 tools inside of this book. Amazing.
Right.
And every single one of these tools is doable. Let's talk about our first tip, our tool number 1, unclutter your mind.
Yeah, since it's the holiday season, I didn't want to involve everything that's not reachable today.
Right.
But uncluttering your mind is very important, Stephanie, because a lot of people get very frustrated being that it's the holiday season, so they turn to food for comfort. So instead, just create to-do lists, organize your day every single day. Make sure you put the gym as one of the priorities on the list, and that's what a lot of people fail to do.
Jenn Zerling is a national fitness expert and author of Breaking the Chains of Obesity, 107 Tools. We're so happy to have her with us this morning. Welcome to Kansas City.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So glad you're here. You have worked in New York. You're currently working in LA. These people are hardcore about their bodies and fitness, so you're one to know all about these myths.
Carbs are not bad. It's the high glycemic carbs are bad. So what are high glycemic carbohydrates? Bread, pasta, rice, potatoes, sweets, cereal.
Yeah.
All cereals are high glycemic carbohydrates. Juices, so orange juice is high glycemic. The whole point is you don't want to have a lot of sugar dumping into the bloodstream very quickly, because if you do, you increase the insulin response and that causes you to be FAT.
Carbs are not created equal.
No, they're not. So you want to stick to low glycemic carbohydrates such as all vegetables that are green, as well as your fibrous fruits such as berries, apples, peaches, pears, and plums, and even sweet potatoes.
Often there are things I love to eat, and they're loaded with fat and calories.
That's right. And a lot of people are taking this for granted because diabetes creeps up on you so quickly.
Type 2, it's just epidemic now.
And avoidable. Okay, so a lot of people, what they do is, it's not going to happen to me. But at the end of the day, they're diabetic and they don't even know it.
I'm huge on getting rid of all the high glycemic carbohydrates, and those are the things that people tend to go to most of the time. High glycemic carbohydrates, as we discussed yesterday, Cheryl, is the bread, pasta, rice, potatoes, sweets, cereals, oatmeal. And when you have a boatload of insulin going into your bloodstream at any given time, that's when you get tired, you get moody, you feel like you want to go to bed after that lunch hour.
There is no nutritional value in alcohol, ladies and gentlemen, 0. But what about my wine? Okay, have a glass of wine once in a while, but if you want to lose weight, you cannot lose weight drinking alcohol every night. Yeah, new literature showing that you could break up your exercise into different segments. So if you wanted to do 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the afternoon, in the evening, it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, it boils down to how many calories you're putting into your body, what type of calories you're putting in, and then of course, a high-intensity interval training program is very important. Okay, so think about doing a high-end sprint across the studio and then walking back. Doing it again, walking back. If you do that for 20 minutes, you're actually gonna burn more calories, burn more fat than if you go on a treadmill for a whole hour at a high intensity. How do you burn fat? You got to bring it up, bring it back down. Teach your body how to use all types of fuel, such as fats, sugars, so that you're actually increasing your cardiovascular strength, which increases your stroke volume. And at the end of that big workout, you're burning fat.
Wow.
That a lot of people overtrain, believe it or not.
The more we continue here with you, the less I really know. Myth